Hi ladies and gents, guys and dolls, and welcome back. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. Your girl is tired. Um and for whatever reason I find myself not sleeping, and I think because honestly at night I get preoccupied, or I think about, things that I want to do, and I think that just keeps my mind going. And it reminds me of a book from what is her name? Kay Redfield Jamison, An Unquiet Mind. I read it when I was 16 years old. Such a fabulous book. But anyways, and I want to come on and I want to encourage whoever that is watching. Although the struggle is real, God is keeping you. He's just working things out, and sometimes it's hard to see when you're in the middle. It's hard to see how he's going to turn it out for your good, how he's going to work it out for your good, where the money is going to come from, and especially for me in this place of being, obedient and completing my master's and the requirements that has. And I'm like, Lord, I'm thinking like, Lord, I need this paid internship. I need a paid internship. And most of the internships in counseling are not paid. And I'm looking at my bills, and I'm looking at my income, which has now dropped to just about zero because, guys, I've had to just take some time as I'm doing school and everything. I just had to pause my work. Unfortunately, I had thought about it for several months. I prayed about it, and it was something that I just had to do for my health. And if I was going to be better, and if I was going to be able to show up in the capacity that I needed for my practicum, and to no longer be delayed. Come on, somebody, hallelujah. Been delayed 3 times, but delay does not mean denial. Some of those delays were my fault. Some of them were out of my control, but I want to encourage you to keep going, whatever it is. When you're tired, when you don't feel like doing it anymore, when you're like, God, I don't see a way, or God, I'm being obedient in what you've asked me to do. I'm in this season of obscurity. I'm in this season where, there's not really much recognition, or there's not much insight as to what's coming next. But I know my calling, and I know my gifts, and I know, the things that I can do. And sometimes, especially as prophetic people and apostolic people, we like to build, we like to, be creative in that sphere of influence. And we can sometimes feel like we're being put in a box sometimes. And for me, I wear many hats. You guys know that I wear many hats because I don't like to be put in a box. I'm very multidimensional, dynamic, creative. I have ideas, guys. I have ideas for days. I have so many books. I just have to write it down. Every time I'm like, Lord, really, another book title? When are we going to finish number 3? So volume 3 still in the works. But guys, I literally have 20 titles. So I think by the time maybe I'm 30, in another 5 years, I think I'll have another 10 to 15 books. And so right now I'm just a little slow because of the funding. I do self-publish, but when I'm able to finally get my master's and get that money flowing, guys, I'm going to be able to pour in to my projects and be able to hopefully have that take off. But I just want to encourage somebody out there who might feel like, God, do you see me? God, I'm pushing forth. I'm doing what you've asked me to do. I'm putting forth everything that I have, and I feel weak, and I feel like sometimes I can't go on anymore. I feel at times that I'm just going to collapse. For those that feel that way, please know I've also been in that season, and it is a challenging season. And in those moments, I have to remind myself, turn your worry into worship. I've actually written a song Guys, when I tell you ideas haven't fully processed, but I've actually, what I do is I'm a writer. I'm a writer, and I'm a prophetic writer at that. And so God will download to me. And right now it's not the season for music and songwriting. Eventually there will be the season for that. But like, I remember just God just started downloading, like, turn your worry into worship. Turn your worry into praise. And that's what we have to do in moments where we want to worry, in moments where we want to control everything and we don't know the outcome. And it can be annoying when people are asking you, like, how are you going to do this? How are you going to pay that bill? How are you going to do this? And it's like, I don't know. But one thing I do know is that I know the one that knows. And I know the one that has it all figured out, because he who has promised is faithful. And when we cast our cares onto him, for he cares for us, we have to try not to pick that back up. Whatever that worry is, whatever that concern is, just casting our cares. Psalmist Rain, she wrote such I think she wrote it. Don't quote me on that, but she sings this song, and it's cast all your cares on me, whatever you need to release. I'm the great shepherd. I'm the great shepherd. So cast all your cares on me, whatever you need to release. And when I get like goosebumps when she sings that song, and it like brings me to tears, because like whatever it is that we need to release, like God is willing and able, and just being able to surrender all to him. And in that moment, sometimes I just have to be like, I surrender all. Father, we cry, I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all, withholding nothing. That's for somebody. Withholding nothing. God, we're withholding nothing. We're releasing it to you, God. We're withholding nothing. And so I just want to come on. I'm going to share a couple of poems with you from Sally Echols, my neighbor. I've done an interview with her before. You guys can check that out. This is her book, The Struggle Was Real, Uplifting Poetry. You can check out her books. Her website, I believe, is sallyechols.com. And you can also... why am I just now seeing this? Oh, she included my show in the back. I don't know how I missed this before. I read what she had in the beginning. That must be a link from when I interviewed her with this book. Okay, well, let me come back, because now my phone is about to die. So I'm going to do a part 2 where I'm going to share these poems. But I'm going to catch you guys in part 2, okay? Bye.